Welcome. In a world where pretty much everything happens online, it's only natural to have questions about safety, whether it's for our kids or for company devices. Today, we're going to take a look at a tool that's designed to give you some real clarity and some much-needed peace of mind.
So let's start with a question that I think is on a lot of people's minds. As our kids and our work move more and more into the digital world, it's hard not to worry about the risks, right? How can you possibly make sure everyone is being safe and responsible?
Well, if you're nodding along thinking, yep, that's me, then you are in exactly the right place. We're about to dive into a solution that can give you a much clearer picture of what's going on, helping you handle these challenges with a lot more confidence.
All right, so let's get down to it. What exactly is mSpy? The best way to think about it is like your own personal command center. It's an application that gathers all the important information from a device and puts it all in one super organized spot for you to see. And this dashboard is where all the magic happens. Instead of some messy, confusing jumble of data, everything from the device, calls, messages, location, you name it, is neatly sorted. The whole point is to make it super simple, so you don't have to be some kind of tech genius to figure it out.
Okay, a nice dashboard is great, but the real power of mSpy is in its features. This isn't just about one thing, it's a whole toolkit, with each tool working together to give you a complete, comprehensive view of what's happening on that device.
Let's take a quick look at some of the heavy hitters. We're talking about seeing messages on social media, getting instant alerts for specific words you're worried about, seeing everything that's typed, and even tracking the phone's physical location with GPS. Each feature is like opening a new window into the device's activity.
Now, this is a huge one for a lot of people. Think about it. So much of our communication today happens on apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, or Snapchat, not just regular texts. This feature lets you see those conversations, so you get the full story of who they're talking to and what photos or videos they're sharing. And here's the best part. You don't have to be glued to the screen reading every single message. You can set up a list of words or phrases that concern you, and if any of them pop up in a conversation, bam, you get an instant notification. It's a really smart way to stay ahead of any potential issues. Okay, now let's talk about the keylogger. This is an incredibly powerful feature that records every single thing typed on the phone. Why is that so useful? Well, it means you can see messages that were typed out, but then deleted and never even sent. You can even see what was written in disappearing messages on apps like Snapchat. It's designed to catch everything. When it comes to location, you actually get two amazing tools. First, there's real-time GPS tracking, which shows you exactly where the device is on a map right now. Then, you have geofencing, where you can set up virtual safe zones or danger zones on the map and get an alert anytime the phone enters or leaves one of those areas.
And believe it or not, it doesn't stop there. Screen recording actually takes screenshots of what's happening on the phone. You can see which Wi-Fi networks the phone connects to, which is a great clue for places they visit often. And of course, you get all the basics, like call logs, calendar events, and all the photos and videos on the device.
So with all these incredible features, you might be thinking, okay, this has to be super complicated to set up, right? Actually, no. Let's walk through just how easy the installation process is for an Android phone. First things first, you just pick the plan that makes the most sense for you. And as you can see, while there are shorter options, the 12-month plan is a total game changer when it comes to value, especially if you're looking for long-term peace of mind. So after you buy your plan, you'll get an email with all the info you need. Now, before you actually install the app, you will need the Android phone in your hands for just a few minutes. You just have to quickly disable a couple of settings to make sure the app can run smoothly without being interrupted. The installation itself is literally just following the instructions on the screen. You'll use the phone's browser to download the file, and the installer guides you the rest of the way. Now here's the key part. You have to allow all the permissions it asks for. That's what gives the app the power to gather all that helpful information for you.
And just like that, you're done. Seriously, that's it. Once you pop in your registration code, the setup is complete. It might take a few minutes for the first bits of data to show up, but then you can log into your dashboard from any computer or phone, from anywhere, and see what's going on.
So, now that you see how it all works, you're probably asking a pretty fair question. How does mSpy stack up against all the other apps out there? Let's talk about what really makes it stand out from the crowd. Look, the whole idea behind mSpy is to give you everything you need in one single package. A lot of other apps might only do location tracking or only do social media, but mSpy is designed to be a complete, all-in-one solution. The focus is on being reliable and super easy to use, so you can just count on it to work. So, to wrap it all up, mSpy is a really powerful but user-friendly tool for anyone who needs to get a better handle on a device's digital life. If this sounds like something that could help you, let's talk about the next step.
So, if you feel like responsible monitoring is the right answer for your situation and you're ready to get that peace of mind, getting started couldn't be easier.
If you're interested in trying mSpy, just go ahead and check out the link in the description below this explainer to get started. Thanks.
And finally, I want to leave you with a really important reminder. A tool this powerful comes with a big responsibility. Please always make sure you are using it legally, ethically, and with the proper consent of the person you're monitoring.